In this whole level up culture, a lot of times they want to talk to you about how to level up on the outside with face masks and new hair, who this, and new outfits and jewelry and accessories. And they want to talk about the external. They want to talk about everything cosmetic, but nobody wants to talk about how to be a feminine woman on the inside. Hello everybody and welcome back to Shivantri TV, and I'm back again with another video. So today's topic, try softer, not harder, okay? So you may be asking, what does this mean? I want to talk to you today about feminine softness. Now, most of the time when we are discussing, especially as Christian women, we talk about being meek or being timid. Those things are not synonymous. I think that meekness is not weakness, because Matthew 5:5 says, the meek shall inherit the earth. So that means that there is an inheritance attached to my obedience and my submission and my willingness to be soft. So there's so many women that watch my channel, that are subscribed to my channel, that are part of the CC community, that want to be soft, elegant, feminine women. And the first way that you can try softer and not harder is to try soft answers. Proverbs teaches us that a soft answer turns away wrath. Many of us, we don't even realize that it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. I mean, many of times we don't even understand the power that we have with our tone of voice. We have the ability to build someone up or to tear them down. The Proverbs also says that a wise woman builds her house up, but a foolish woman tears it down. Your house could be your temple of how you talk to yourself. Your house could be your spouse. Your house could be your children. Because many of us, whenever we are faced with confrontation, when we are faced with trials and tests and people working our nerves, can we be real? When we deal with those kinds of things, many of us go into this mode of leaning into our masculinity, because every person within themselves have a little bit of feminine and a little bit of masculinity, but we lean heavily into our masculine side. We want to clap back hard. We want to go off hard. We want to hit the jugular vein very hard. We want to try hard to let them know how much they hurt us. But instead of having a hard answer, try a soft answer. It's better to try softer languages, softer conversation, that when they talk to you reckless, when they disrespect you, when they offend you, when they make you angry or embarrassed or hurt, it's better to manage your emotions. And I just did a video on managing your emotions. It's better to manage your emotions in that moment and to try a soft answer instead. Okay, that's point one. I want you to try softer hand gestures. So many times we don't even understand how our hands are an extension of who we are. And many times we try to have these, again, many of us, we lean into our masculine side because we want to express how we feel, and so we use our hand motions in a very direct and sharp way. I'm gonna do another video on how to have more feminine hand gestures. Just small things like that can really soften your hand gestures, soften your body language. So my next point, try softer skin. Many times we neglect our outward appearance, we neglect our beauty, and we need to nurture our beauty instead of neglecting our beauty. To be a feminine woman is to be self-aware, to be aware of what's going on in your body at all times. Are you dehydrated? Are you sleeping enough? Are you eating the right foods? Are you nurturing your skin by moisturizing your skin? Many of times we want to get into these relationships. We want to practice our love languages on other people. And if your love language is physical touch like mine is, you need to be giving yourself that little extra amount of attention with your skin. Make a promise to yourself. If you love yourself, make a promise to yourself that I'm going to moisturize my skin every day. I'm gonna go through my skincare every single day. I'm going to take care of my skin. I'm gonna nurture my skin. Even though I'm only in my 20s, I'm going to do the anti-aging creams. I'm going to make sure that I do my eye creams and my face masks, and I'm going to make sure that my skin is in tip-top shape. because I want to be a soft feminine woman. I don't know what you want to do on the other side of this screen, but I want to be a soft feminine woman. And in order to be soft, you got to be physically soft. Let the skin be soft, girl. I don't care if you got to go to bed greasy. If you got to, girl, do what you got to do. Try softer skin. Also, try softer hair. We do all kinds of fun stuff with our hair. You never know what's going on underneath here, okay? You never know. But many of us, we like to use these harsh products like Pump It Up. Do y'all know about Pump It Up? Pump It Up. I can hear the sound. I can smell it. I can smell what the hairspray smells like. Okay, it smells like the 90s to me. But many of us, we use these harsh products, the black gel. We want to use all these harsh gels and edge controls and everything like that to have, you know, this perfectly sculpted style. But try softer hair. You need to be taking care of your hair underneath those bundles. I don't care about the cornrows or the Sealy braids underneath. You need to try softer hair. You need to make sure that you are taking care of your hair underneath those bundles. You need to make sure that you are conditioning your hair, putting hot oil treatments in your hair, putting protein treatments in your hair, going to a regular stylist that they can trim off the dead ends. Whatever it is, try softer, healthier hair. Try softer facial expressions. Many of us, okay, can we be real? We like, you know, some people call it RBF. Okay, I don't know if that's what y'all call it. Some people call it RBF. I'm not gonna say the word. I'm a woman of God. Very crazy. But some people call it RBF, okay, where essentially you're walking around minding your business, but you look like angry and tough and mean and like, don't talk to me, don't mess with me. And I don't know why my man voice sounds like that. But we don't even realize what our face is doing. Try softer facial expressions. In order to embrace your feminine softness, again, all of this is about being self-aware. And so I want you to take out some time, get in front of the mirror, get in front of the camera, and look at yourself. And I want you to ask yourself this: would I cross the room for me looking like something stank? Would I cross the room for somebody like that? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because she doesn't look approachable. She doesn't look like she's having a good time. She doesn't look like she's happy. So even though it may be an adjustment, you have to start to think about your facial expressions and softening the skin on your face, softening what your eyebrows are doing, softening what your eyes are doing, just softening everything about your face. Sometimes when you're working out, you got your game face on. Look at that. Look at them wrinkles. You see it? You don't even realize when you're doing that. So I purposefully, even when I'm working out, even whenever I'm preaching, you have to understand, even when I'm preaching, I try to be aware of my facial expressions, because I'm over here casting out demons and, praying for folks and people getting delivered and set free and healed. But at the same time, being aware of my facial expressions, because although I feel the Spirit of God heavy upon me whenever I'm preaching, I still have to be mindful and aware that some people may not be able to receive from me if my facial expression looks like I'm angry or looks like I'm fussing. So you may not even realize it in your everyday life. Maybe you don't stand in front of a camera. Maybe you don't stand behind a pulpit like how I do. But 9 times out of 10, you go to the grocery store. You probably may have your own business. You may have a social media account. You may, go to school or go to your job. So, every day you are encountering people every day. And I know we're in the middle of a pandemic, and so you have to wear these masks, but people can still see your eyes. Soften your eyes. Many of us, we carry the weight of the world through our eyes. If you can see a smile through your eyes, you can see pain through somebody's eyes. So try to soften up the skin on your face. Soften up the places where you usually collect wrinkles and furrows and crow's feet. Soften those places up a little bit, okay? And I would also say this: it takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile. So I would always say smiling is always your best bet on how to be a little bit softer. Okay, and also my last and final part, try having a softer heart. I know that this is kind of difficult, because many times in the level up, this whole culture of leveling up, which I'm a fan, but I just don't see that there's a lot for Black Christian girls. I'm gonna share my thoughts on Christian hypergamy in another video. That's for another day. But anywhoosies. But in this whole level up culture, a lot of times they want to talk to you about how to level up on the outside. They want to talk to you about how to be, you know, how to emit this kind of queen energy from the outside with face masks and new hair, who this, and new outfits and jewelry and accessories. And they want to talk about the external. They want to talk about everything cosmetic, but nobody wants to talk about how to be a feminine woman on the inside. I'm talking about you need to try having a softer heart. Softer heart. What does this mean? That means that you are willing to be compassionate towards others, that you're willing to nurture those who are around you, whether it be children, you know, babysitting for a single mother at your church, whether that is just serving in your community, volunteer work. I mean, I know that there's a lot of stuff going on. Frontline workers need help, and to reach out and to volunteer and to give your time, to give your gifts, and whatever that looks like. But having a soft energy, having a soft spirit, having a soft heart towards people really increases your femininity, because you realize that you are needed, and you are wanted, and you are special, and you are not like the average person. It allows you access to see people from all different walks of life, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different class statuses. You see all these different people, and when you volunteer, when you share some of your gifts, your time, your talents with people, when you have a heart for people, come on, that's whenever you can get to the level of loving people and being this soft feminine woman, a person that can be a role model, a person that young girls can look up to, that people can listen to and follow. So I want you to try having a softer heart. Put yourself in other people's shoes and try to volunteer your time, your gifts, and your talents, and have a soft, now have tough skin, but have a tender heart. Okay, so that's all I have for today. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all of your love and all of your support, and for all of my new subscribers. Come on, bring it in for a group hug. Socially distancing, emotionally available. But in the meantime, between time, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whether it's hair or whether it's prayer, remember to stay snatched and saved. Bye.